Tara was deaf top dom, they all got it was time to go, all started to get up and nip at each other, couple mock fights, holy shit, wolves are scary. Tara did her shit, then gave me a nuzzle, then looked back at me after taking a few steps out into the deep dark woods, and I think they all forgot I couldn't see in the dark. Ya think? The small fire had killed my night eyes, so all I could do was a very slow walk into the dark woods for the next 20 or so minutes, I'm sure driving them all crazy, because to them was just take a few steps then wait for me, couple more steps, girl let's go human. My two buddies came in either side of me, I think being so smart it clicked with them. I couldn't see much of anything because the tree branches were blocking out what little moonlight was there, so cool I got my hands on both of their shoulders, then had to force myself to trust them. With their help we did pick up the pace, and they was smart, I tell you, that would stop me at a tree till I saw it and stepped over it, then even got into a light jog when my eyes adjusted, then a little more and the woods started to thin out, and then was back to them all letting me jog fast as I could till Tara came to a stop, did a way low wolf sound, and I think we were there. Not sure what was going on yet, what I had to do, where we were just saying what it was like. Tara just came to a stop, sniffed the air, head up, then turned both sides and did the low wolf talking shit a bunch, both sides take off at a trot disappearing, and then I saw a few more doing the heads up sniffing the air, so right? I did the same, then felt like a dummy for not smelling the burning wood scent, was deaf from a fire, then so easy to watch them all sniff up and around till they were all looking same direction, so okay, now what? I had no clue whatsoever what I should do, but knew I was there for a reason, so this could be it. Tara seemed like it was it, kept scanning all around with the rest of them, a couple trot back in, and I swear they could talk to each other. Was more lots of head tilts and gestures, couple grunting like barks, then trotting right back into the woods, and then Tara looked at me, then looked the way she smelled the fire, then back at me like saying, okay, whatever you have to do is that way, not far, good luck, thank you lady. Sure, right, happens every day. I had no clue what was going on, but I think she was telling me was time to go do it, so what ya gonna do, right? I had to have a cig, but knew it was a bad idea and would kill my night vision, so I got my eyes shut tight as I could, then got one lit and took a long drag, then held it down behind me to look around, and cool worked. I only took a few more drags, then made sure to put the cig out with the heel of my boot, even used the heel to bury the butt, then started checking what little I had on me. I had my chucks, so I got them out, gave them a quick spin, then around my neck, then got my tonto ready, got the strap off and tucked in tight behind the sheath, gave everything a stretch, then ever so slowly started heading that way. Didn't take long, maybe 50 or so yards, before their fire was lighting the woods and making it so easy for me to sneak in close for a look at who it was. Tara was with me, but staying back and low, not sure how many more were with me and us because they were so stealthy, good and silent. Hey again, just sayin'. I got close enough to hear them talking in Indian, then had to work my way slowly tree to tree till I got close enough to see them, and fuck me, figures looked like the ones who attacked us last time. They had 3 small fires going and looked to be around 20 ish of them, not one really looking out into the woods, and like all the Lame gangs back in school, they never thought anyone would dare fuck with them and their numbers. Yes, back in school was why I was here. I knew that was why I was there, just really not sure why, just felt like I was there for a reason, and these were the ones I was there for, so like okay, now what, just rush in and kill them or what? Come on lady, gimme a small hint or clue, this sucks and I ain't just going to rush in and kill them for no good reason, assholes or not. I started to get pissed because I felt I was there for a reason, could feel the back in school rage begging me to let it out so it could help me attack them, but I wanted to know why before I did anything, and that was it. And oh god, this sucked balls so bad I couldn't speak Indian, so even if I snagged one of them for a chat, just, this sucks lady. I was here with no clue what to do next, so fuck it, I was there, had a lot of mean ass wolves all around me, I hopped, and yes hopped, they would help me if I did anything, so hey right, let's just wing it. I was close enough for any of them that looked to maybe have seen me work my way to the edge of the camp, then wow, why me, just why me, I see them fucking with a few at the far fire. They had two tied arms behind their backs keeling down looking to be beat bloody pretty good, another laying on his back spread eagle with an asshole keeling next to him slowly using his knife to open another long cut across his chest, but the fucker didn't make a sound and I knew for fuck sure it had to hurt and looked like they had been working on him for a few and yes okay time to let the back in school rage out of its cage. I had no idea who the three were, all looked a little like the ones from the village but wasn't sure, and sorry to say this but they did kind of look the same, just the asshole were all painted like you see in the movies, so before the asshole kneeling next to the bloody one gave him another cut was time to fucking attack. I had my chucks in my right hand, gave the whole camp a good look, didn't see one with anything in hand, most sitting around one of the fires, a few sleeping on mats, had all their horses tied up way on the other side with no one watching them, and then ones around the first fire. Never in a million years ever thought a crazy city boy would just book out of the woods and fucking attack them. I didn't make a sound till I was right there swinging down to shatter one of them, just starting to get up's shoulder. I heard and felt the bones shattering, then instantly gave the one to his right a back swing to his temple, then a hard as I fucking could right side kick to another almost up, and then just let go and let the back in school rage take me over. Last I remember before blacking out like I always did back in school when the rage took me over was the woods all around their camp come fucking alive with snarling wolves. I took out 6 around the first fire, not one touching me, saw a dozen wolves attack, and oh my god was that one sight I won't ever forget. Just fuck me to see how fast a for real wolf could take a fucker down and apart, very bloody, was scary as shit. The wolves did not play games, it was on and they went into a rage a lot, double teaming one victim like they had done this shit a few times before, not one to look to have a chance. I let one out, then before I made it to the middle fire all the ones around it were screaming and getting tore apart, and I swear to god holy shit, a real wolf can take an arm off with just one bite and jerk, holy fuck me, please let them all remember I was on their team. I could hear gurgling from a few as I fast marched past the middle fire, heard bones snapping, scary ass growling, saw the wolves' heads jerking back and forth to tear off a hand, arm or throat. Oh my god, real wolves are bad ass killers, no shit. The wolves didn't need my ass there to do a fucking thing, they could have done this easy as shit, not even trying. Not one asshole got the chance to do a fucking thing but get tore up very bloody. And then I think the reason I was there, I was at the far fire with Tara and a dozen more growling and snarling around the asshole that had been kneeling down over the poor bloody sucker, and all the fuck did was look at me with a lost look, didn't do shit but stand up holding his knife in hand, blood dripping off, and oh yes, you're mine now fucker. Tara. I yelled Tara, then pointed to the 5 standing behind the asshole, and yup, she got it, gave them a down low mean ass you best not fucking move snarl, and holy shit, wolves are bad ass scary. The ones around the 6 came right in, all down low, snapping their fangs at them, all down low ready to pounce, a few more coming in around them all covered with blood, and then I just tossed down the chucks, got my guard up and walked in at the asshole. Fucker was lost, locked, didn't move or try anything, just stood there dripping blood holding the knife, then got too hard as shit, left jabs jerking his head back, and then I stepped back to let him come back and try something, then stepping forward for another hard as shit head snapping back, left jab, and then finally he swung the knife. You lame fucking girl. Was just instinct when he swung the knife my way, was no power, just swung the knife my way, then as it went past got a very solid front kick, bending his ass in half back almost in the fire and down on his back, and before his head bounced one time I was on him, sending in a few hard as I could hammer fists, blowing out his nose and face. I gave him one more hard as I could hammer fist, then launched up and right at the 5 frozen, and yes, they knew what was coming, and a couple did try and fight a little before I put them all down and pounded bloody, then gave them all a few boot stomps to be sure, walking around to each one giving the first asshole a couple hard as shit boot stomps, then oh god yes, head back and let one the fuck out. Aha. Tara. Tara so knew why I yelled, did her wolf bark thing to make a few each downed bloody asshole got watched just in case, but they was all very knocked out, and then I looked at the one laying on his back, and oh god, why do assholes have to be assholes? Poor fucker had a dozen slashes all over his chest, none looking to be deep, just long slashes across his chest and tummy, few down across his thighs, and the look he gave me said it all, and then I was kneeling down and getting a knife out to cut him free. I did his ankles then got up and around kneeling next to his head got his wrists then wow he was fucked up, shit. I didn't bother to try and talk to the poor fucker just got my pack off and around I had a small sewing kit thank God but not a lot and sure as fuck not anything to really help the poor fucker, wow yes thank you lady. The other two they had tied up were saying shit to me but not sounding pissed I thought like asking me to let them go so they could help so right what they going to do with 47 wolves standing around us watching? I got right up then got them both cut free both wing their hands up then try and do the head tilt at their buddy fuck yes I backed up then back to the poor fucker bleeding out and wow what now? Only looked to be a couple really deep and bleeding so all I could do was sew them up and pray he made it back to their village his buddies ever so slowly came in to kneel down a couple wolves right fucking there either side of them just in case they ever twitched my way and then we had to try doing the hand gestures, lady this sucks. All I really had in the small pack was the weed gummy worms half a roll of duct tape a roll of TP jar of coffee and creamer couple packs of smokes 3 bandanas bottle of rubbing alcohol tube of Neosporin 2 things of dental floss and the card of sewing needles few other things and that was it but hey, I was not going to let the fucker die or bleed out without trying. My hands were all bloody and dirty so I waved for them to look at me then held my hands out to show them they were dirty then did the I have to wash my hands at them then pointed around then had to half stand up before they got it then ever so slowly got up and looked around at all the wolves looking at them then back at me, oh god this sucks I wanna go home. Tara I need their help make them back off but watch them in the woods please look at me, cool thank you, guys go. Tara did her wolf control shit to make the ones around us back off the two shaking fuckers watched them back off then both looked at me with very different looks and when I said go they got it and started walking out to find what I had asked for I hope. One came right back with a Boda bag and just held it up at me I nodded then motioned for him to kneel down then did the easy and just a little thing as I got my hands out and together and, he got it no shit? He got the bag open then looked at me to see if I was ready then started to pour out a little over my hands then stopped to let me scrub off what I could and what was dry I did the okay again and he did then just watched me do my hands, lady this granted part sucked. I just wanted to be able to talk to them you know would have been so much easier but no the lady wanted to test me or something or yes make me suffer for making her sides hurt sure grant you this then grant it back this sucked. His buddy came back with another Boda bag and a pack with shit so fuck it I got the bottle of rubbing alcohol open then handed it out to the first dude but held it till he looked at me then did the just hold it for me got a yes nod back then held my hands out and did the just a little and, he got it, no shit? He did it perfect then looked at me not sure what was in the bottle even gave it a small sniff then gave me a strange look as he and his buddy watched me get the sewing card open to pick out a middle-sized needle then got the floss open and pulled out a yard not letting it touch anything then got the thread in the needle first try made them even then held it out and up and did the just a little over the top. I was shocked the fucker understood what I was asking just poured a little of the rubbing alcohol over my hand needle and thread then gave me a okay nod I gave back and then oh god sorry man I knew this was going to fucking sting like hell. I gave them both a sorry thing they gave back I think then looked at the one holding the rubbing alcohol then to his buddy did the head tilt down at their buddy then wow had to use my left hand to try and say hold the fucker down click he got it then got closer to his buddy head then reached down said some shit and reached down to hold his shoulders down they both give me the head nod thing like saying we got it go for it. So fuck it right, thanks lady. I looked at the one holding the bottle then did the easy and just a little thing with my left hand over his buddy's chest he def got it said some shit to both his buddies then slowly held the bottle over his buddy's chest and started pouring it all over making the poor fucker grit his teeth but he fucking took the pain and didn't make a sound. I did the cool then easy and again till he did then gave them both a head nod they gave back then started sewing up the first of the deep cuts. Fucker had balls I give him that serious balls didn't make a fucking sound or move as I sewed up both deep cuts the rest were just mild slashes and not worth sewing up and about all I could do so fuck it I tossed the needle in the fire then sat back on my legs took a deep breath then reached for the bottle then slowly poured a little over the fucker's chest again then a little over my right fingers and the bottle was almost empty, Sure, great, thanks for the help, lady. Did get me pissed, this all got put on my ass, still no fucking clue what I was there for, but too late now and wanted a fucking cig so bad I had to finish up, so next was using half the Neosporin tube covering all I could, then got a bandana out and opened to gently lay across his chest, then the next two coming close to covering his whole chest, then held up my hand saying no no, when the one with the bag got it open to show me there was rags and shit in it. I don't think so. I did the no thing, then got the duct tape, got some started, then took a few to tell them to hold the fucker up, then more till he was sitting up, then wow sorry man made, then hold his chest straight up. I knew the fucker was in serious pain, but hey, I had to try. Soon as they got him sitting straight up, I started going around his chest and back using up almost all the duct tape, but got it done. His legs were not deep slashes, so they were okay for now and about all I could do, so I did the lay him back down thing, then oh god yes, whipped my hands on my pants, then got a fucking cig lit. Ah yes, much better. I took a long drag, then just handed it out to one of them. Did the fucking take it, and well right he did, then looked at it as I got another one lit, then showed them what it was. Click, they got it, and like Toss brother and friends, they fucking loved smoking the Marlboros with me. I knew their buddy could use a lot more help. I did open my pack to show them, then held my hands up like trying to say that's all I got. They both gave me head nods, looking to be getting head rushes from chain smoking the cigs, so right, I gave them each other. Then wow, what now? I really wasn't sure what to do, like should I just let them go or try and take them back to the village or ask where theirs was, or what to do with the 6 assholes still not moving. Yes thank you lady, this is fun. We smoked our cigs, then I did the okay what now, they gave it right back, so I did the throat cut, then pointed at the 6 assholes left alive. They both gave me oh god yes, we really wanna, but think they wanted to take them back. So cool with me, I said yes, all yours, then shook their arms, not hands, don't ask. They shook my arm like the Indians do in the movies. Both gave me thank you nods, then down at their buddy. So now what? I did the so now what, and they got it. They pointed to them, then me, then pointed that way to the woods, I think saying let go that way or something. I pointed to the horses, they both nodded, then both did the what do we do with them at the 6 bloody assholes. I got this boys, I got this, I does. I gave them a 1 sec, then got right up and walked to the first asshole and knelt down, then reached down and got his right hand up, then as they watched got his right middle finger, gave it a good grip, then snapped in over and back, cool snap as it broke, then did his index finger, then did the same to his left hand, then did the same to the other 5, then walked back and knelt down to give them a thumbs up and another smile. They gave me strange looks, but that's about it. Took their cigs as I tried to ask if they would go find some rope, and had to do the tie their hands behind their backs like they had done to them. Ding ding, they got it, then both got right up, then wow, I think forgot about the 47 wolves watching us. Hey, did make me smile when they both did the aw shit, seeing all the wolves right fucking there all around us watching. Tara, send them out around us to watch. Cool. Oh god girl, come here. Oh god, thank you for being with me, Tara. Good girl, I love you. Just have them watch all around us. Good girl. The guys had watched me talk to Tara, then watched her do her wolf head thing and huffing to the ones around us, half break right off, then just turn and trot out into the woods. The guys look at me with eyebrows raised and right. Sure guys, please do ask how I just did that. Hey, did make me smile. They finally did what I asked and got the assholes tied tight, and I was watching to make sure, and trust me, they were not nice or easy tying the assholes up. Then wow, did the should we go get the horses now sir? I gave them the yes please, then gave Tara some love, and then wow, the two sitting there waiting for a nuzzle, and I think my 2 new bestest friends. Cool. The boys came right back, didn't look like they did anything or bring back a horse, then both stopped short when my 2 new friends gave them that's close enough growls. Hey, did make me smile, then give both a good job, then being me was time to share a little evil. Sorry lady, don't look maybe. I got my buddies to settle down, but they both stayed right next to me, so anyway I got 3 bags of the gummy worms out, then got mine open, then showed the boys. They both looked then back at me, eyebrows raised, then watched me pull out a gummy worm to show them 2 more. Yes, we see it, but what is it? Looks, then watch me drop it in my mouth and do the then hand them each a bag. I have to do this. They right both reach out and take their bags, then look at them, then me I do the your girls, then wow really guys have to show them how to tear the top off and get the bag open, and then I swear they both same time hold the bags up to sniff them. I giggle, then do the come on you girls try one, and right there boys, so they have to step up. They saw me eat one, so could maybe not be a trick. They glanced down at the buddy, then back at me smiling as I chomp the gummy worm, then get another out and tease them for being girls. They were boys after all, fuck all the tore up bloody bodies and wolves or their buddy, it was a guy thing, so they both used just 2 fingers to get a gummy worm out, then wow give them a sniff, cool smirks a little, then both ever so slowly touch their tongues to the gummy worm. Wow. I spit out a giggle, chomping mine down, then open my mouth to show them I ate another, so right they have to be men, and again same time just get them in their mouths a sec ladder, the yummy taste hits their tongues, cool boy happy looks, and then they both started chomping them down. I ate one more as they each ate their whole bags like a dozen gummy worms each, making me giggle all over because right, in 25 or so minute they was both going to be fucking wasted. Sorry lady, it's a guy thing, okay, we have to share our evil. Soon as they ate the last one I gave them both a cig, then pointed down at their buddy, ding ding time to go. One holds his hand up then points back towards the horses, I nod yes go get one or whatever, then light the joint, take a big fake hit, then pass it to the one looking down at his buddy, and he fucking took it. Fuck didn't notice me smiling all over watching for the virgin lung lock as he took the joint, maybe thinking it was just another cig, then gives me a thank you head nod, then started hitting the joint. Wow sorry again lady, I have to do this shit. Bang. Skur. Lung lock. Dude sucks in his hit, then it hits back locking his lung, cool hey scared look for a sec, then hooves out a cloud and starts hacking his brains out, and here comes his buddy leading a horse. This one walks in slow leading the horse, then stopped short when he saw his buddy leaning over hacking his lungs out. I give him a hands up, wasn't me thing, and right, he knew. He wasn't sure what I did but knew I did something to his dying hacking friend, now waving the joint for someone to please take, so right, I take it then give it a fake it, then reach out and hand it to the fucker holding the rope, and he just looked at it then me, then, took a step back. Girl. I called him a girl and he would not take it, just stood there watching his buddy hacking, then into gagging. Yes, this was fun, but his buddy needed a dock, so time to go. I had to help him get his buddy up, then up on the horse, and the poor fucker was in serious pain but did not make a sound, just held on and tried not to fall off. His buddy's spitting in a mud spit puddle as he goes back for more horses. Maybe he did come right back leading 3 more horses, just hands me the rope for mine. Oh god, sure this should be another fun horses suck riding lesson. Great, great. He started to yell at his buddy to stop spitting and gagging and get on the fucking horse. Gave me a look when he saw me not sure how to get on the horse, so fuck it, I seen how they did it, just reach up and grab a handful of the horse's mane, then jump up and on. I made it, and wow was it slippery. Felt strange to slid around on the horse's back so easy, not sure how they did it and held on and not slide off, but if they could do it I was going to try. Looked like Tara was just sitting there thumping her tail with my 2 new bestest friends. The one hacking and gagging made it up, then got yelled at to get the fuck down and help his friend get the 6 assholes on more horses. A doer, ya think? Took them like 20 minutes to go get more horses, then team up to get the assholes up and on one, all bloody, a couple coming around a little, but having been boot stomped, trust me they was all going to be seeing stars for a long time, and what they got for being assholes. They found more rope to tie the assholes' horses together, then got the rest of the horses tied to long rope they could hold, then walked around the dead bodies to make sure they was all dead, and trust me they was all very dead and torn apart. Time to go, I think. The hacking one got the asshole's rope, the other got all the rest and their buddy's rope, then both looked at me. I held up my hands and did the do I come with you or go away. Both start talking shit to me thinking I understand till I held up my hands smiling, and I think they got it. Then the one not hacking did the you come with us thing, then started to ride off, then his buddy, and then my horse just fucking stood there. Oh god, horses suck. I tried the cowboy horse call things, the let's go sounds the cowboys make to get a horse to do what they want. Didn't fucking do a thing for the horse I was on. I tell you, that fucker just stood there making me look like a tard. Yeah, sure, this is fun. The guys rode out then had to stop and look back at me still sitting on the horse trying to get it to follow or really do anything. Didn't matter what I tried, it just fucking stood there. They both give me strange looks like what the fuck you doing, let's go. I gave up then held my hands up at them trying to say how the fuck you get it in first gear. Oh my god, this sucked. I think the one not hacking got it, maybe didn't look happy to ride back with his line of horse, had to take them slowly out and way around then back next to me, gave me the what's wrong look. So right, I do the yeah then a couple up and downs and nope, the fucking stupid horse did not move. I look at the dude then hold my hands up like saying what the fuck? He did give me a strange look then held his hand out for my rope, which yes I handed right the fuck over, gave him a thank you no then held the fucking horse's mane like a girl. This sucked to look like a clueless girl, I tell you that. Not sure he really understood I had no clue about a horse, but think the way I was holding on and sliding around I was a clueless girl. Then yup, a cool smirk, you're a clueless girl aren't you, then just heading back into the woods. And when I looked, oh my god, didn't see one wolf. No clue when they all took off or why, just felt they were still around us but didn't see one, then just tried not to slide off the horse. They didn't go fast, just a nice easy walk into the deep woods, and what ya gonna do, right, just hold on and hope it would be a short trip. The short trip was like 4 hours long and my ass, back and legs were aching when we rode out of the woods into a big clearing, cool Indian teepee village like twice the size of Tas Salat. See us coming, then a lot more, then a few yelling shit in Indian, and then a fuck lot came rushing to the edge of their village with bow arrows and spears. Shit. I looked all around and didn't see one wolf, but felt Tara was right there. I couldn't see her, but I felt she was just inside the tree line with all the rest, so let's hope I didn't need them for another fight. Soon as we got close, the two with me started to yell shit in Indian, then the one who didn't hack pointed back to me, and to be honest I had forgotten about eating the gummy worms, or that they had each ate one whole bag, and then like flipping a switch, aw man, the one yelling and pointing back at me saw me smile and, ding. Fucker made eye contact with me, seeing me smile, then I swear to God spit out a giggle, tried to hold it back making him giggle again, and then, wow, why do I do these things? I think all the gummy worms he ate just kicked in same time, just you had to be there to watch the fucker turn off a sec, not able to breath in or out, then gave me a red-faced look and started screaming and head banging. Oh god no dude, please don't do this to me. Cue his buddy to spit out a giggle, then yup. His head rush found him. Aw man, my bad? I swear this okay. They both go from all serious yelling shit in Indian to screaming and head banging. Was honestly like I flipped an invisible switch to make them start screaming and head banging, and then wow they get bad and can't stop, then wow yes both stop with everyone watching, then just do the head banging, we can't stop giggling. The one who did the hacking and gagging got it bad fucker really was sucking in a breath then head banging it out. Fucker got bad could not stop or turn it off, can't yell or say shit, just doing the head banging screaming oh god my bad, why do I have to do this shit? I really can't do anything and was afraid to let go of the horse's hair, so right I just smile and hold on as we stop with everyone at the edge of the village just looking at us and or the boys very loudly screaming and head banging. Aw man. I can't do shit because I was afraid to slide off if I let go to hold my hands up, and then I think a few of the ones watching saw who was on the horses, so right, they have to walk out and check, so right to start marching out, both take one step out, then 17 more have to come with them to cover me. Great. Was no way the two fuckers loud screaming and head banging can do shit to tell them what's going on or who I am or about their fucked up buddy, just both stuck in the not able to stop loop, and right the one slowly coming in getting an arrow back to point at me really didn't like me smiling at them, because yes guys this is really fucked up ain't it? They make it a little closer then fan out to get around us, then one spots the assholes tied to the horses and wigs out, yells back some shit to get a dozen more rushing out, then glared at me and then oh god please don't okay starts blasting me in Indian. I can't help but smile at the going off fucker because right, I don't fucking speak Indian. The two screaming hear what's going and right, both know I can't speak Indian, and right they sure as fuck can't speak anything at the moment, only making them both head bang more. Oh god this does suck lady, this sucks. Dude was going off on my ass, serious, going off on me, pointing to me, the assholes there buddy, the two wasted screaming head banging fuckers, then back at me smiling at him. Oh god, he did look to really want shoot my ass. I can't do anything because I don't speak Indian, so fuck it, I took a chance to let go of the horse's hair to get a cig lit, making them all arrows up at me. I just give the fuck up, do the yeah whatever with my hands, then hold the horse's hair with my left and smoke the cig with my right. Ding ding, the one going off on me takes a few steps closer, then starts going off on the two, screaming, "Yes thanks man, that sure should help them stop, go for it." The more this fucker started going off on the two, screaming and head banging, the worse they got, till one shut off, not breathing. Oh god, please, okay lady, no more grants, and when do I get graded so I can have my powers granted back? The yelling fucker started to get really pissed because right, he's going off on me and the two screaming for like the whole cig, and well, I was a little wasted myself, not able to stop smiling, so being me and yes, to get the fucker to shut up, I toss the cig, then wave at him, then hold up one finger. He stops ranting to glare at me all red faced. I give him a happy boy thumbs up, then head back and did a loud wolf howl. I let out the best long wolf howl I could, then smile at the fucker, eyebrows touching as he looked at me like what the fuck, and then, holy shit, one of the best Athena Euro trademark s yet. First Tara, then one by one all the wolves behind us just inside the woods line start doing the wolf howls. You had to fucking be there for this one. I was beaming all fucking over as the going off tard did the eyes open as the wolves started to howl till it was a non-stop howl. The fucker takes a step back with all the rest now, and well yes, well, everyone looking out at the woods all go what the fuck, because right, was a lot of fucking wolves howling. I wait another sec, then do another Tara, got it, and then one by one they all stopped howling, and then Tara gave out a way scary as hell loud one, and then it got very quiet, except for the two now leaning over holding their horses giggling like girls. The one that had been going off on me looks back at me really fucking lost as shit now, kept looking back at the woods like any second 100 wolves were going to attack. I giggle at him, then give another happy boy thumbs up, then slid off the fucking horse. He and the rest around us take quick steps back when I try and get off, then slid off and blam down hard, making myself look stupid, then get my hands up and walk around the horse to the one that was fucked up, got his rope yanked off the one the giggling fucker was holding way out, then just started leading the horse past and into the village. The ones all around us backed up covering me, but they all saw they friend on the back of the horse fucked up all bloody, but still all not sure who the fuck I am, because I'm a city school dropout white boy wearing what I had on, and I really don't care anymore. Lady, grant me the power to figure out what the fuck I'm doing here. I did get a little pissed, not really caring if they shot my dumb ass for taking the great granted gift. Yes sure lady, thank you, and hey, shit right, could be this was a game show to them, right? I got a small zap for thinking that one, like right, okay, they ain't got our local cables, so they're aliens, so could be this is why they came here all the time, to find suckers like me to put on their idea of a prank show. Another stop zap and I'm walking into the village. There were a lot more in this village, like wow, maybe now seeing how many could be 4 or 5 times how many were in Toss village, all the buff warriors covering me and making a defensive line to cover me and keep all the girls and kids back, and then a girl off to the right yelled and rushed in past them right to the poor fucked up one. Girl was losing her mind yelling shit in Indian, then glared at me and started saying some shit at me. A few of the buff warriors take her cue, I did it to the poor fucker. A man ding, their bows come up, arrows going back, sure great lady, here it comes, and then a shock when the fucked up fucker waved, said some shit, then I think passed out. Great, great, and yes, I couldn't help smile, this was so fucked up. Wow, thank you lady, hope I make it to round 2. I was done, just gave the fuck up. The fucked up dude looked passed out, so fuck it, I got pissed, then looked around and found the biggest teepee, then just started walking for it. The girl was right next to the one passed out on the horse, talking to him and holding his leg, then started yelling at the ones watching and not doing a fucking thing. And wow, this was a way bigger village. This village looked to have like vendor carts or open shacks in the middle around a cool looking stone giant fire pit. Looked like they was selling big loaves of bread. Some clay pot weaved baskets made me smile all over, because this one did look like in all the movies, just well not sure what they used for cash. I made it past the food court towards the big teepee and was a semicircle of big teepees, one a lot bigger and had to be the sacred one for smoking the peace pipes, had wow a lot all standing there watching me lead the horse, and the girl starts yelling for help. I knew for sure she was yelling for help, but they all just watched and didn't do a fucking thing. Man, come on, he's one of you, come help the fucker. I did get pissed at this one. I knew the fucker still needed a lot of care, so fuck it, I walked to the other side because the girl was freaking out yelling shit at the ones just watching. The dude was dripping blood and a lot bigger than me, so God lady please don't let him fall on me. I didn't give a fuck they wouldn't help him, I was at least gonna try, then just reached up and grabbed his left wrist, then started to slide him off. Oh God, please don't let me drop him. I had to use my right hand to help slow his body down or he would have fell off on me, taking us both down. No one would come help, but sure thanks girl. She rushed around to stand back, being a girl yelling shit at me and everyone. Oh God, this sucks lady, come on. I got him sliding off, then got my legs apart and set to try and catch him going over my right shoulder, and thank God I didn't drop him then. Wow, he did weigh a lot. I had to yell hey at the girl a few times doing the where the fuck I take him now till she got it, then started pointing and yelling that teepee, so fuck it. Lucky for him I was in pretty good shape and it wasn't far to the teepee the girl had pointed at. All the ones close were backing off, a lot of warriors coming in around us, but not one single fucker came in to offer to help me carry him in. This sucked. I had the poor fucker laying over my shoulder on his chest and I knew it had to hurt like hell, but nothing I could know because the only one near me was the girl freaking out yelling at me to hurry up. Thank God one old guy saw someone should maybe help, so he got the teepee flap door up. Then wow, if I tried to duck down I was going to fall, and he saw instantly why I stopped. Then wow, right, I was shaking trying to hold the fucker up with his blood now running down all over my chest. Ding ding, he wigs out with the girl blasting them to come help me. About fucking time. A couple or the warriors covering me hand off their shit, then rush in to help cradle the poor fuckers as they got him off and flipped over, and then they all saw how bad he was, then all looked at me and thank you God lady and everyone. The fucker was awake enough to talk some shit to them about who I was. I think he got out just enough to make them all look at me. The old dude gave me a head tilt down, then yelled at the guys to get him the fuck in the teepee. The girl follows them in. I get the head tilt, you're next, from the old dude, so sure, why not? I duck down and in and see it's not a normal looking sacred teepee, kind of really looked like a med teepee to be honest. Had a couple branch made cots both covered with comfy looking what looked to be buffalo blankets or mattresses, small pillows, a couple tables and a couple big racks filled with clay pots. Yup, it was the hospital maybe. Another old dude rushed in with an old lady, both gave me looks then yelled at the ones holding the bleeding out fucker to get him on the right side's bed. They're all looking at him then at me, so what ya gonna do, right? They lay him on the bed then get blasted to get out. They look at me then say some shit at the old doc. I think he blasts back, get the fuck out, then said some shit to the one's girl crying and freaking out to back off, I think, then knelt down next to the poor fucker. I see him touching the duct tape, then after a few can't figure out what it is, so he looks at me then points to the duct tape. I knew this was coming, I knew it. I get my hands up then walk over and kneel down, then wait for the okay nod from the old guy, then reach out and show him the end of the tape, then gently work up the edge, then start pulling it up, and my bad and not going to work. Shit. I do the wait with my hands, then try and show the old guys we need to cut it. He does the shoulder shrug thing at me, then watched me slowly get out a cold steel folder and open it. I went slow, did the it's okay a few times, then slowly reached in and got the tip under, then started to cut my way up the dude's left side, then lean way open and do the right, then set the knife down and start to gently peel up the blood-soaked bandanas off the poor fucker's chest. The old man watched me go gentle and slow, and I think he saw I did care, and trying not to hurt the bloody fucker, I get the chest blood-soaked wrap off, then hold it up like what I do with it. He got that all right, barked some shit to the old lady who flinched, then came right in just holding her hands out to take the wrap. I laid over her hands, then wow, the poor fucker really was fucked up bad. I had done a very shitty job sewing the 2 slashes, both were still open and seeping, so wow, great, now I'm a field medic sewing up fuckers with dental floss. I got my pack right off, then just dumped it all out, everything covered with damp blood. Great, got the bottle of rubbing alcohol almost gone, just a 1/8 left, half a tube of the Neosporin dental floss and sewing needle book. I think the old man knew I knew what I was doing and think he wanted to see what I was going to do. He did lean in close to see the stitches, then gave me a look. I did try and say sorry they had to be fixed, then did the hands out thing to ask for some water to wash them. Old man barked some shit, then a lot more. The old lady booked right out and right back in with 3 young girls, then rushed back out. The old man barks at the girls to rush back out, and the last came right over, gave me a long look, then knelt down next to me, then gave me the okay what do I do head thing. This fucking sucks, lady. I did the shaking my head sorry thing at her and the old man, then tried to ask and show them both the dude needed to be cleaned up first. His leg slashes were just seeping, but his chest was bad, leaking out both sewn up wounds and the others, and I think they got it. Then wow, they get into a fun long discussion in Indian. I wanna go home, lady, is my mission over yet? I fuck it, then sit back on my legs to let them work it out, ashitaying each other. I get a cig lit and oh god no, please don't do this to me. I hear very loud uncontrollable giggling, more screaming, and I so knew it was going to be bad very soon. Just watch, lady, you will be getting all this back. Made them all look at the loud screaming uncontrollable giggling fuckers coming to look for their buddy. Lots of really loud pissed off sounding ashitaying. Oh my god, I am done. Okay. I can't help but smile at the old man when he glared at me, because right, he was an old man and fucking knew it was me who had made them scream. What ya gonna do, right? I smile at him, then do the sorry hands up. He glares at me, then yells some shit at the girl. She yells some shit back. The dude's girl freaks out and starts blasting them to stop it and help the poor fucker. Oh god, I really don't care anymore. Okay, fuck it. Haha lady, fuck it. Fuck it. I gave up, then yelled hey till the old man looked, then tried to ask for a small bowl till he got it, then yelled at the girls to stop and help, then wow come on stop to sniff the air, then looked at my cig. I had to be cool and wanted another one anyway, so I tossed the spent cig in the dead small fire pit, then got one lit, took a drag to show him it wasn't a trick, then handed it over, got another lit, then wow yes, I think the old man liked my Marlboro. Was like every other time I handed one of them a cig, they get a few drags, then fall in love and start hitting them puff after buff till the head rush kicks in. Cool old man chuckle as he almost fell over getting his, then wow yes, I didn't say a fucking word when he started to take that last long drag off the filter. Ha! Made the old man's whole body convulse when he sucked in that on fire last drag, then started flapping his hands up, smacking his face, trying to get the burning filter stuck to his burning lips off, and wow, you should have seen the looks on the girls' faces seeing this one. Priceless. Screenshot lady. I started to giggle, then wow, all the girls and a few more started ducking down, coming back in with bowls and trays with all kinds of shit. Don't ask what half was for, not sure, did not care, just gave up, saw the tray with small bowl and did the yes, pointing to them, doing the gimme gimme. The old man was back to being an old man, gave me that wasn't funny glare when I smirked at him, then well kind of sucked not being able to ask them for anything. I got a clean looking and smelling wooden bowl, then let them watch me get a few 3-foot long pieces of dental floss out and coiled in the bowl, then a couple needles, then poured in just a little of the rubbing alcohol, then looked on the trays for a towel, and 2 girls were already holding them out for me. Cool. They were holding out what looked a little like cloth towels, but really not sure, but anyway did look clean. The girls' hands were clean, and wow, so were their everythings, and their cute toes showing out their moccasin flip-flops, and then I got caught scoping their toes. Sorry? I did make the girls smile. The old man gave me an old man smirk, because right, he was a boy and they did have cute clean looking toes. I had my perv, then zoned back and took one of the towels and gave it a sniff, making the girls smile but not the old man, then gave him the so okay time to try cleaning his chest, and oh my god, did the old man freak and I think say a def no? He did the no, then wait, then yelled at the girls to start handing him shit off the trays, so I had to just sit back and watch, and wow, he really did seem to know his shit. He and the girls got the guy's chest gently cleaned off, then a girl handed down a tray with wow fuck me no fucking way with really big fucking bone looking needles and deer hide strips to sew the fucker up. Wow, wait, my turn, dang. I did the hey no wait then held the bowl with my needles and thread, and I think the old man got it, just held his hands up like saying okay, show me yours is better. I do the okay, then set the bowl down, then grab the dental floss and pull out a 3-foot piece, then hand it to the old man and do the try and break it thing. He gives me a what for look, then wow, did try, haha. Old man gave the string an easy tug like it's just thin line going to break so easy, then twang he don't break it, then gives me a look, then gets a little around a couple fingers, then tries again and can't break it, gives me a what the fuck look, then grunts hard trying to pull it apart, then I think got he wasn't, haha. I do the haha, then keep it when he tried to give it back, so now I was up, so I got the girls to understand their hands were clean, mine were not. It clicked, and wow, please don't do this to me right now. Both knelt right down either side of me, then scotched over till half their bodies were touching mine, then both gave me a girl smile, and then the old man yelled at them to stop flirting with me. Ashate you two old man girls was Indian hotties. I do the whatever at the old man, then lean over and give both a sniff. They girl giggle, then sniff me back. The old man wigs out again. Dang old man, chill. The girls was hot, so cool I got them to understand, then help me wash my hands all girl nice till they were good enough, then wow, this was going to suck for the poor fucker laying there. I got my hands done, then got one of the girls to understand, then pour a little of the rubbing alcohol over my hands, and I think they all got I was trying to do it right and clean. The old man was flushing red, but I think the bloody fucker was one of them, and maybe someone important, so wow, this sucks lady, I'm not a medic. I got my hands done, then got one of the needles out, then used one of their rags but made the girl pour just a little alcohol on it, then gently as I could whipped down the first open slash, then ever so slowly and gently started doing stitches. The stitches I did back in the woods sucked, so as I got the new clean straight ones and I took out the old, then finished up with a knot, then did the hands up cleansing breath. Both girls say shit to me and the old man, I give him a look, he gave right back with a cool respectful nod. Cool. He got it. I did the next slash same way, then had the girl pour a little more alcohol on the rag, then gently wiped down his chest best I could, and the fucker was in serious pain, I knew for sure, but he never flinched or made a sound as I got his chest done, then pointed to the Neosporin, then wow, the girl couldn't figure out how to twist off the top. I had to do it, then just glopped out a bunch middle of the first deep slash, then the other, then just a little down the rest, then ever so gently spread it along all the cuts, then wasn't sure their rags were clean enough, and how you ask, not able to ask lady, come on. I had to try, so I pointed to the rags then on his chest at the old man and did the those won't work for a covering. He gave me the nod, yes I understand, then started barking at the girls watching to start handing shit down, and was shocked when I saw they were going to use stagnant moss. Kudos old man, kudos, and yes, I gave him a happy boy thumbs up smile. Trust me, I knew for fuck sure the moss was prob the best to use, they had a lot and was fresh looking and still damp, so I just watched the girls and the old man gently cover his chest, then being a tard forgot I may have something to help with the pain. Only thing I had for the pain was a bottle of Aleve, but were the strong ones and not strong as the perks I was going to make sure I had for next time, alone with a for real first aid kit, then had the girls get the bottle handed to me, then got the top off and poured some out in my hand, then wow, this is fun lady, thank you very much. Took 5 minutes to show the old man to give the fucker 4 right now, then 2 every 12 hours, no clue if he really got it, but he did nod, then gave me another look of respect. And took the bottle, said some down low shit to the poor fucker, then gently put 1 pill at a time in his mouth, with one of the girls gently helping hold his head up a little to pour in a little water till he got them all down, and then was time for his legs and the last of the Neosporin. I got his legs done, then handed one of the girls the empty tube and held my hands up at the old man, another head tilt, saying thanks. I think he got I had used everything I had to help the fucker. I did the leave the Neosporin for a couple days. He nodded yes, then I did the then use the moss or whatever you can. He gave me a long head nod, thank you, then a trip when he smirked when I held out my hand and shook. I think I was done, so I got a cig lit, then started handing them around because I knew better, then got them all lit with my magic Bic lighter, making them all open eye what is that, and I think that's about when it may have clicked with the old man. I was not local. He got right up, then another shock and a first from an Indian. He gave me a respectful bow, then did the please come with me hand thing, then ducked out. I gave the girls kisses on their cheeks making them both flush and sniff me. Got all my shit packed, which wasn't much, but hey, I did have half a pack of weed gummy worms, a couple ounces of sticky skunk, a ounce of the blonde and a ounce of coke. Hey, priorities to a city boy, right? When I ducked down and out was like Toss Village. Everyone was there, the old man talking to a bunch of other old guys, all the rest giving me looks but seeming to be cool with me being there now and then. The old man gave me a wave, then did the please come with us and waved at the big sacred teepee. Dem. Hell yes, about time for a buzz and some me evil sharing. Haha lady, you best all be watching what was coming for doing this shit to me. I followed the old man and the rest ducking down and in, and yes, was there sacred teepee, sacred fire, and all half a dozen old guys sitting around the fire passing their sacred peace pipe. Oh God, yes, I was showing all my teeth as I ducked down and in. The old man did the you sit there, then walked around to chat with the other old guys. Hell yes, I sat right down, then got my pack off and open, then started laying out what to give them first. The old man sat next to who had to be their chief or whoever is top, then wow, figures not one would take anything I tried to offer. I think they wanted to find out who I was first, and yes, that was fun for the next 25 minutes. My tummy grumbled, and wow, did that shit tweak out a couple of the really old dudes. At the end they started to blast the top dude and the old man for not being cool and offering me really anything yet. Yes, haha, you broke the taboo, not me. I think this one was kind of very serious to the really old guys, just all getting a turn at blasting, waving and pointing. The lowest around the fire pit got ducking out the door flap blasting. Wow, right lady, wasn't me this time? Point. I got sorries from most of them, and then the girls are ducking down and in with trays. Oh God, yes, my tummy instantly started to grumble. Round 2 of breaking a taboo, blastings from the really old guys. Gimme girls, gimme. Was all the same, really yummy everything, fresh fish, venison, the yummy honey drink, clean water, and yes, I just looked down and ate fast as I could. I ate all I could, then gave them all a head bow, then let the last girl refill my wooden cup with the yummy honey drink, and then, time back in. Was a sucky hour of trying to explain who I was and where I came for till I mentioned TAS. One of the old guys held up with a hand at the rest, then looked at me and said, TAS? TAS, Istis, and Goth? Istis. Wow, bingo kids, they all light right up, all puffing up, then wow, getting into trying to ask me if I was sure, then I have to try and pass on their village was that way-ish 2 days jog, and I had to do the jog, then pointing up and around they got it, click click, they all get right the fuck up, then wow, come on, what I do or say this time? I swear it is one, they all get right the fuck up, even the 107-year-old guys. Then the doc did the happy come with us thing. Wow, sure right, why not? I had to pass around cigs again till one of them yelled stop taking all his shit. I knew what he blasted them about. When a couple started to hand them back, I would not take them back, gave the old man a it's cool, then just followed them out of the village at a very slow old man walking pace. Was a dozen or so of the big buff warriors following us out, and when we walked out of their village I see another small camp other side of the field, couple teepees, and when I really looked around saw a few of these warriors watching all around, then could feel right where Tara and the rest were. Thank you for at least this one lady, please keep them all safe. Were another dozen or so all around the small camp and teepees, and before we got close I heard a cut-off scream, then another, and wow, I so knew where I was being led. As we walked in between the two teepees, the doc waved me over to look in one, and cool, I see the assholes in, or just 5, so was number 6 they were working on in the other tent, and I knew why he was waving me towards that tent soon as he did. They had one of the 6 tied hands behind his back down to his ankles, small slashes all over his body, had a couple big buff fuckers holding knives back right off, covered with blood as we ducked down and in. Just aw man, please guys, do not ask me to do this shit. The doc barked some shit at one of the buff dudes. He instantly walks over and grabbed the asshole's hair and jerked it up to look at us and or me. The doc goes off on the fucker, serious instant just went off, hands waving in the asshole's face, cool hard jerk by the buff warrior, more long blasting, then pointing at me, then wow, they turned to look at me getting a cig lit. Aw man, come on guys, do not ask me to do this shit. The doc steps back, then waves his hand at the fucker like saying, I knew it, you wanna take a little out on this asshole, I knew it. I had already smashed his face pretty good, had one eye swollen shut, broke fingers both sides, boot stomped his asshole head. What ya want me to do to the fucker now? Just kill the fucker, right? I do the hands up like what ya want me to do, then did the cut across my neck thing the old man does, the no, then wow this sucks lady, come on. I could see the old guy getting frustrated trying to figure out how to tell me something, then looked at me and said istus, then barked at the asshole, making the big warrior jerk his head so he would face me, and then yes, it clicked. He was one of the fuckers they told me about, and very much mine now. My pack was falling off a nanosecond ladder, and before any of them could blink my chucks were out howling and hooving around me, made the buff warriors let go and jump back. The old man did the flapping hands up, almost falling on his ass, backing up, and gave the assholes shocked eye, then flashed down with the hardest fastest full power downswing, a 1/16 on an inch in front of his face, and holy shit did he and the rest very much understand if I had hit the fucker's head it would have exploded. I made eye contact with the one eye open at me, then just gave him the oh yes fucker, you're all mine. I got the chucks back in my vest, then had to walk around just oh god, I wanted to break this fucker apart, but if he was one of them and then one who touched her was the lead asshole in the other tent, I had to find out my way. I turned back, then wow, have to spit out a giggle seeing the open ID frozen not so buff anymore warriors cowering against the back of the teepee, hands up, a little knife dropped on the ground, the doc backed against the side. Wow, come on guys, I'm not that bad. I had to find out my way, so I did try and get the rage back in its cage, then got a cig lit, and neither one would move anything but their eyes. Then only took 5 minutes to get the doc to figure out I was trying to ask if he was the one who grabbed Istus or the one in the other tent, and the asshole would not say shit. You motherfucker, I bet you will, bitch. I just tossed the cig, then walked in and knelt down, then reached in and got my right hand and fingers on the asshole's neck, found the painful priest sure point, then oh yes dug right in, and oh yes the asshole let out a very loud scream of pain. Wanna be badass my ass, fucking girl. I let off the priest sure his screaming got cut right off, then squeezing hard as I could, making him really let out a bellow of pain that echoed out of the teepee, held tight for another sec, then let go, gave his bloody face a slap, wake the fuck up bitch, I'm just fucking starting. I took my time working around all the very most painful pressure points till he broke and started, I think, begging them to tell me to stop, was babbling shit out fast as his smashed mouth would let him, till ding the doc flung his hand up, then pointed out and didn't wait for me, just walked around, ducked down, then waited for me to get out right behind him, then across to the other tent and in, and I knew it. Old man did the same, barking shit at a couple big buff fuckers, both puff right up, then as one stepped forward and grabbed the lead asshole head, then jerked it up to face me. This was the motherfucker I wanted. I felt the rage screaming for me to let it out, but this fucker was mine and or till I took him back to make sure, but still could not help myself from taking a couple quick steps forward, then reaching down got my hand down under the fucker's chin to force his face up to look at me best he could with a very smashed bloody face, then waited for the eye contact, then slid my fingers up and around the side of his neck, found the priest sure point under his ear, gave him another look, then started to add priest sure till his body quivered a little more, priest sure, and he tried to jerk his head away, making the two buff fuckers grip his head tight, and then added a long strong push to the priest sure point. Badass my ass fucker gave out a loud painful sounding scream. I added more priest sure to make him jerk his head and scream louder, then more priest sure till I couldn't push any harder. Yes you lame fuck, scream bitch. I made the fuck scream so loud, then let off and gave his face an easy slap to get him back again to look at me. I gave him a long look and he knew the pain was just starting. I backed off, then did the let the fucker go, and right the buff fuckers let go and stepped back, eyeing me up and down because I had made the badass scream so loud when they couldn't, then got a cig lit, took a long drag, then waited for the badass to tilt his head up like as if I had hurt him, and then he watched me smile and hit the cig again. I let him glare at me best he could with his smashed bloody face, then let him watch me hit the cig again, then hold it in front of my mouth and give the head an easy blow to make the tip glow, then gave him a smile and ever so slowly started to reach out with it till it was just in front of his face, and just let him look at it. Yes you lame fuck, the real for true pain was coming very soon. I stepped back, gave the cig another hit, then tossed in the dead fire pit, then gave the two buff warriors a thank you head nod, then turned to the doc and gave him a head nod, then pointed at the assholes and did the "Can I please have them, sir?" Old man knew what I was asking for. Fuck sure did the "Yes yes all yours sir, yes sir all yours sir, yes sir." Wow. I pointed to the dickhead and said Istis, then pointed back towards the way I thought her village was. He nodded yes yes, then did the pointing at himself, then the buff warriors, then towards the asshole and did the "We're coming with you, I think. Man, this sucks lady, come on let me talk to them." I had to shake the old man's hand, and right old man was shaking like a girl, kind of turning white as he shook my hand, then did the "come with me" hand thing. I turned back to the asshole, head down, then pointed at his head to the two buff fuckers. Ding yes sir, both step forward and grab his head again to jerk it up. I took a step closer till he was glaring at me, then pointed to him, then to me, and yet I think he got I was saying "You're mine." I really wanted to just slowly break the fucker apart, or maybe feed him to the wolves, but that would be too fast, and I had to be sure he was the one who touched my girl. But oh yes, if he was the one, I was going to make the lame girl wish he never did it. Trust me kids, I knew some very evil ways to inflict pain on an asshole, not just the Aikido pressure points. I knew all the evil ways a person could be made to talk and yes suffer, and this lame bitch was going to scream till his throat was bleeding. I gave the buff fuckers another thank you nod, then followed the old man out for everyone in the village to look at me, then held my hands up, then followed him back towards the sacred teepee. "Sorry old man, not this time." I did the hold up, then pointed back to the teepee we just came out, then said Istis, and he got it, but still did the cool scared shitless "Old man please follow me" thing. Great. We got watched and escorted back to the sacred teepee then in, and soon as I sat down the girls came rushing in with trays of the yummy honey drink, gave me a big wooden cup filled with it. Oh god yes girls, thank you, and I downed half before they were done filling the rest, then topped mine when I said hey, and then it was going to suck not being able to talk to anyone. This part sucked. I was too pissed to wanna play or share the fun weed candy, just wanted to get back and start the evil sharing to the assholes they were all going to s. Wow, so that's why I was sent back. It just clicked, it was not for the asshole and his friends who touched Istis, it was for all of them. They were my test, not just the one asshole, it was for all of them. I knew it for sure soon as it clicked. The lady gave me a cool warm feeling all over. So okay, well now what? Great, here comes the doc, let's try and ask. Old man sat down other side, then said some shit to the rest, then gave me a true look of respect, gave me a head nod, then started to ask or tell me something. I held up my hand to stop him, then did my best to ask where their village was, and they all got what I was asking. I made the doc and the rest talk shit to each other for a sec, then the doc started to point behind him, then held up 4 fingers and did the around the clock thing, then making me and the rest smile a little, did the I think on horseback, not jogging, but then back to all serious and trying to show me there was a lot of them. Cool with me old man, cool with me, just show me where the fuckers are because they're all mine. I was clenching my teeth and body trying to ask him if one of them could show me where to find them, and I think he and the rest got what I was asking. Then I think tried to ask me how many I wanted to come help me kill them. I shook my head no and just held up 1 finger, then did the 2 fingers at my eyes and did the "and that's it," and they got it. I made them all do the eyes open look when they clicked. I was just asking for one of them to show me where they were, not asking for all of them to come help. I think they may have thought for sure I was a real insane person, but fuck it, I was me and did shit my way. So time to ask if they would take the assholes back to Toss village and make them wait for me to get back before killing them. Yes, what a fun half hour that was. This sucks lady. They did understand what I was asking, and right wow, the leader thumped his chest all puffed out, then I think said he was going to personally take them back to make sure, then barked some shit very loudly. A sec ladder, a big buff fucker ducked down and then just stood there while the dude yelled at him. I was not going to wait or play games, I was going right now, so I got right up, making them all look at me like, what you doing, we're not done yet. Then I think they all saw I had changed. I gave a hard foot stomp, then gave them all a long respectful bow, then stepped forward and reached over the small rock fire pit till the leader dude got it and reached out to shake my hand, and I held it till he really looked at me, then wow, my bad. I gave him a my bad look as I held his hand, then gave him a head nod thank you and let go, then pointed to myself and Mark, Mark. I think they all got it was my name and another taboo they broke not doing this one sooner made the one really old man at the end blast the fucker for being a tard and not doing it sooner so right he puffed up said my name close enough then pointed to himself and said. Hi uni. Otto. I made the old fucker smirk and give me a yeah that's what they all call me quick one then held his arm out then wow spit on me when I leaned forward and gave his hand a sniff. Hey I have to be me right. Quick time out for them to smile a little then I shook his hand and then he gave me the are you sure look and got it I was mind made up then pointed to the big buff fucker all puffed up then did the hill take you but you're going to die talk. Shit did make me smile because I knew he was saying but kid you know you're going to die doing this solo right? I did the sure making him shake his head and smile a little we shook again then to be me I turned to the old man at the end who did the barking then gave him a long respectful bow then turned back to the leader and held my hand out again then did the you're to slow hand up and blew him off. Haha they all got that one. Big buff fucker was all puffed up like he was the baddest warrior to ever live big and strong did the after you so right I duck out and wow everyone's there to look at me with a line of girls holding packs and trays. I knew what the girls were doing I think they were offering me anything I wanted or needed so cool let's try and ask the buff strutting fucker of doom. Dude seemed cool and knew what I was asking when I pointed to all the packs and trays then did the drinks and food he gave me a nod then waved that way then started walking. Sure man thanks. Was a sucky stop but hey I wanted to get whatever I had to do done so I could get back and play with my trillions however much that was so fuck it I got a cig lit then just followed the big buff fucker to the other side of their village where they had a corral and a big one for their horses to run around and yes it clicked he may not wanna jog there with me and the wolves. I got another cig lit walking past all the big strutting buff warriors hanging out drinking the Boda bags of the yummy honey wine even got handed half a bag by one youngish looking one also smiling and looking to be fucked up so cool I stop and give him a smile then traded my just lit cig for the bag cool smile and head nod as we trade I get the wooden stopper out of the top with me teeth then jug he gives me a head nod yes cool smile then hit the cig like a man then leaned right the fuck over and started hacking out his pink lungs. Lady send me one kaching please. Wow right, poor fucking kid was leaning over hacking his lungs out had me and all the big buff fuckers around me watching what was going on smiling and laughing at the kid for being a virgin pink lung kid oh god the kid's for real gonna hack out a lung. Was like giving the new virgin kids getting dropped off by their mommies day one an unfiltered camel back in school fucking kid was hacking his lungs out dropped the cig then started doing the I'm going to vent gagging oh god lady thank you for these small evil times. The big fucker I was following walked back smiling then yes gave in and had to laugh at the kid but wow right I think he thought maybe the kid was going to die for real hacking and gagging so he goes right over to help hold the kid up smiling his ass off. The kid didn't vent but did come close so off to a cool start soon as the kid was half back up and not dead the big fucker holding his arm gave him a hard shack then shoved him smiled at me then did the well we go in or not wave and started walking for the corral to get his horse. Next event just started lady. I was having a little fun sharing my evil and right can't all be back in school rage 24/7 like it was back then so I get a joint lit as I follow the buff fucker to the end then yes I think share we was not going to be riding. I had to yell at you a few times before he looked back at me from talking to his buddies about what was going on till they all look and then yes not one would take the reached out joint. Wow. Took me a few to make the tard understand we were going to be jogging and right he's trying to tell me back but it's a 4-day ride like a week on foot making me giggle and making him flush red and his buddies start teasing the shit out of the fucker when I did the grab my balls at him calling him a girl. Yes they all got I was calling him a girl. Fucker does break and smile shoots his hands up like yeah sure we can walk why the fuck not it's only 104 miles sure why not. What came next was a trip because I think the fucker wanted to take a lot more than he wanted to carry kept giving me shaking head things like okay what the fuck now I can't take all that but I need all that and the more I giggled at him the more he got fucking teased by all his buddies. Fucker had a couple big Boda bags of I think water, another couple big puffy packs I think maybe filled with food, a bow and 2 filled quivers, a big knife and a cool half-shoulder rig, another around his waist, debating about taking another bow and a couple quivers, then went blank when he tried to ask me what I wanted and I just giggled and did the all set. His buddies were all teasing the shit out of him, trust me the fucker really wanted to beat my ass by then when I did the I'm set then and giggled at him, then did the let's go you girl. Oh god, did his buddies love me. Dude even tried to ask me if I would take a bag or pack, only making me giggle and do the nope. Oh god, did this buff fucker really wanna beat my ass for making all his friends tease the shit out of him. So right, he turns his back to try and decide what he really has to have, making another pile. I do the hands up at his now gathering friends to see what's going on. I do the eyes rolling up, hands up and around at them doing the come on come on. Oh god, did they tease the fucking shit out of this fucker. Fucker was pissed by then, wouldn't talk shit back to his friends or look at me, then turned around trying to fix the 2 big Boda bags strapped around his back, then the strap holding the food pack on his chest, then tried to get his quivers on both sides. Oh god, were his friends teasing the shit out of him and would never ever let him forget this day. Fucker kept looking back at the 2 piles of shit still sitting there. He really seemed to think he should take. I got my mouth full of gummy worms, hitting a full Boda bag of the yummy honey stuff. Then while we all watched the fucker try and figure out where his tomahawk would go or hang, ding ding. Soon as he turned to look down to try and figure out where to put or hang the way cool real looking Indian tomahawk, I yelled yes. Then when he looked, did the please let me see it. He gave me a what for look like I was going to tease him, then I did the please again, so right, he has to be a little cool pissed or not, then just jerked it out for me to come take it. Cool, I already had my pack off because then smiled all over as I walked right to him, then reached out and took it for a look and feel. Oh god, it was real and so nice, I wanted it bad, so I did the can I please have 2 sir happy boy at him, and he broke because he had to seeing me so excited as I gave it a hug, then handed it back and did the can I have 2 please. He gave me a head nod taking it back, then said some shit to his buddies, a young one books to the racks I just noticed and grabs 2, then books back over smiling like a kid handing them out, ding ding. I had gotten my black belts with a lot of weapon back in school, and the Kramas were a fav of mine for sure, would have blacked them easy as shit, but they couldn't find a local teacher to test me, so anyway I did black the Kramas easy. So right, time to share what I could do with a couple tomahawks. I was beaming all over as I checked them out, then freaked out the kid when I walked in and gave him a hug, then stepped back beaming like a happy boy, then held them up to show all the ones watching and smiling, did the back against my chest hug with both crossed, then gave them all a bow back up, stepped back into my at the ready stance, counted to 3, then stepped forward with a loud right boot stomping solid kia. I made them all flinch, then just let go and started doing a cool kata I had loved and did like a zillion times because it looked so cool with the Kramas blades flashing around. Oh god, they felt perfect. Was the perfect set, perfect balance. They had these things down pat as they got perfect size and weight. Just let go doing the figure eights, then into a couple high spinning back kicks, few right left double tapping strikes, few loud kias with power, flipping them around to hammer fist spin them around, then flipping them back, ending the kata with both slapping my thighs, boots banging together, quick bow and wow, look at them, just wow, look at them looking at me eyes wide open, wow, lady. Screenshot. I spit out a giggle, then held them out, then back and crossed over my chest to hug them, smiling like a very happy boy, and wow, they were all just looking at me. Hey, come on, stop it, lady, make them stop, wow. I spit out a giggle and right was all warmed up having fun, so I giggle at the frozen mannequins just looking at me. I'm smiling all over, then do a nano fronting boot stomp at the frozen fuckers. Oh god, lady. Screenshot. I made 17 flinch and just shut their eyes, heads tilted up to the side, 6 flap their hands up and fall back on their asses same time. Oh god, what said warrior girls? I made the ones still standing shack really bad at me, all now showing all their teeth at me, shaking like girls, and yes, they all knew they was looking like sad shaking warrior girls, trust me. Had a couple holding theirs out looking at them like, I had no idea you could do that shit with a fucking tomahawk. I had shit all over me, so cool, and what servants are for. I walk back to the frozen, shaking, smirking a little tart, and just hand them out till he took them, and yup, click, he gave me a gee thanks man, yeah I'll carry them for you, why not, haha, let's go bitch. I was very set to go, so fuck it, I handed them over, then got a cig lit, gave the rest a wave, then just started jogging towards the woods the way they pointed. Catch up fucker, let's go. I hear giggling and taunting, teasing from his buddies because right, he best hurry up and catch me like right. I was halfway to the woods, nice easy jog, when I hear his footsteps coming up, huffing already, then didn't stop or say shit, just kept going till I was into the woods, looked around and saw Tara and the rest way out watching us, but the clueless Indian warrior sure didn't notice, I tell you that. I just kept going for another 1/4 mile, then just stopped to let the huffing fucker catch up, then head back and let out a fun-ish sounding wolf howl, made him give me a strange look, and then his eyes shot open. Dem. I knew why his eyes shot open was because 49 wolves came in around us like magic, just all like walked around a tree 10 feet away from us, all around us. The fucker turned white as a ghost. Oh god lady, screenshot. Was like the dude saw his life about to end, very gory, bloody, not a fucking thing in the world he can do about it, and looked like her knew it, kids. Oh god, I'm about to get shredded. I was already kneeling down to let Tara trot in and hug me, then my two buds were there, both sides, tails wagging and thumping. We all hug, and wow, wolves do love to show the love with a wet lick, don't they? I got my head licked all over, cool happy nuzzles, couple easy nibbles, and then I look up and wow, look at the fucker. Lady, screenshot please. Fucker was shaking his face at me white as a ghost. Wow, made me giggle, and Tara and the guys smile. Oh god, look at the fucker. I had to give some love into a dozen more coming right in around me when I stood up, then giggled at the frozen fucker now getting sniffed all over, and I swear the wolves knew what they were doing. I could see a couple start fucking with the frozen tard because right, they knew he was going to let them fuck with him all they wanted. Tara gave me the let's get going happy wolf dance, then turned and trotted off into the woods, half already gone out to cover us, and how they worked as a team was a true for real thing they did. I never knew just how smart or how good real wolves could move through the woods, almost invisible, just blending in and out of the trees, disappearing, going around one big tree, then not showing again other side, and I forgot the tard. Shit, my bad. I really didn't care because Tara was leading the way, so she knew where I wanted to go, so I got runner's high and just floated through the woods after her. My two buds stayed right next to me, both sides doing easy as shit. Trotting to keep up was no big deal to them to slow trot for hours on end, but wow, was the buff warrior not looking to be used to this one. Looked like the kids back in school that would try out for the track team and get told okay, start doing some laps, and right by lap 2 they would be huffing and panting about to drop. This poor fucker looked about to die when he caught up. I think was a rule with the wolves, if they had some place to go, was trot all day till around sunset, then hunt real quick, then sleep. So when we came to a stop at a stream, I knew that was also how they did it. They could smell the streams and knew they had to have water, so they was smart. Was getting me a little back in shape to me. Once I got runner's high, I could just keep going, just zone out the world and let the runner's high take me. So when we came to the stream, I did do a few walking it offs before sitting on the log to get my boots off and have a cig. I had the cig gone just walking down to the stream to soak my feet when the buff warrior came limping in, and I swear just went down to the ground panting. Wow. His two new wolf friends came right in to help him best they could, one walking up on his back and Boda bags to give them a sniff. Have fun dude, you're on your own. I had my soak, then got out to collect some firewood, then got my feet dry, got my boots back on, made a small fire to make coffee, and the fucker was still laying on his tummy and or the puffy pack. Wow. I had the fire going, coffee made as the fucker rolled over and got the bags and pack off, then just sat up and looked around at all the wolves, looking at him smiling, then at me smiling at him, all comfy. Haha. He didn't care by then, was not looking warrior Indian good or in shape like you see them in the movies, so right he pants at me all sweaty and covered with dirt, then wipes down his body best he can, drags over the food pack, then holds it up and me with a shack like, you ain't getting any. I just giggle and do the whatever with a wave, making him flush red, then get the pack open and dig out a smaller bag, then got that open and reached in and came out with a handful of what looked to be grain. "Oh god lady, come this one for me please." I can't help but giggle thinking holy shit, he's really going to eat grain then. Yes, okay, what is grain really? And I can't think watching the pissed off fucker get his handful up to his mouth then. Oh god, that does look dry, don't it? I was really not thinking as I watched the tard get some of what looked like oats or oatmeal in on and around his mouth, gets enough it letting the rest fall between his fingers, then mouth half open starts munching it. Oh god lady, please help. I thought maybe this was his idea of a tricks eating oatmeal raw, but wow, looked like he really was trying to munch it up into mush and really not enjoying it. Fucker's working his jaws to get it going, head going up and around mouth, working the oats, few falling out off his chin, and he's just all this is dinner, no shit. I watched till he tried to swallow, then nope, not chewed down enough, and then I swear the fucker turned his head at me and smirked, then held up the bag like at least I got something to eat. I give him a happy boy thumbs up, then felt Tara coming back with my dinner, so right, I make him look with another happy boy thumbs up, then let him watch me do the Jenny arms cross, head blink a second later Tara comes trotting right into me and drops the big rabbit, then I swear turned and smiled at the tard, then turned and trotted back out for her dinner. Haha, tard boy. Fucker was open-mouthed looking at me, mouth half open with the ball of oat on his tongue, and then my two new bestest friends trotted in and each dropped a rabbit on Tara's, then tackle me with hugs, nuzzles and licks all over, smiled at the tard, then trotted back out. You had to be there to see the look on the fucker's face. I just gave him another thumbs up, then got a blade out, then slowly got all three skinned and tossed out the guts to a few wagging tails at me, then got all three on sticks I had waiting for them, then look back at the tard as I got up to go wash my hands. Oh god dude, stop looking at me like that. I gave him a giggle, then walked to the stream, got my hands washed, then back to get comfy and turn the rabbits, got a cig lit, then showed him my coffee, gave him a haha giggle, then did the well, you going to finish your dinner or not, tard? I watched and giggled at him eating his oats till the rabbits got done, had Tara back sleeping close by, my two new buddies laying next to me thumping their tails when the rabbits were done, then a cool time making more friends with both, sharing the 3 rabbits. Haha, tard fucker, next time be cool. I had my dinner, then just gave the tard a wave, then laid down, tried to get comfy, and soon as I did both of my buddies laid right down to cuddle with me. Night. Took us another 6 days jogging all day till the last day when Tara slowed us way down as it got dark, but kept right on going. I felt we was getting close, so cool, and still not sure what to do or why I was doing it. The tard got cool with me and our new friends, even had a few playing tackle with him when we'd stop, was fun to hang with, but sucked we couldn't talk, and he was trying to show me we was close same time Tara was, but neither one could tell me what to do then. I needed a long hot shower and shave, even got teased by the fucker when he watched my beard growing, but his didn't, and anyway this really sucked bad. Tara wanted me to come with her, not sure why, and she did make the dude stay with a few to make him stay, then just turned around, looked back for me, then took off into the woods. Great. Got close to sun up when I saw them. Wow, figures right, the assholes have to be assholes, don't they? Tara had heard them way before I saw them coming down the trail. All the ones with us were gone, same as her, then was just me to peek around the tree and see the group of the assholes leading a line of horses with a good dozen or so red-looking Indians like the one I was with, but not so there had to be a lot of their villages around here, and now what? Was a couple dozen of the assholes all on horses, so not much I could do alone with no guns, so all I could do was watch them ride past. Then great Tara came in and got me to follow them, but took me across the trail to the other side, then picked up the pace for another good mile or so, then stopped me as the sun came up, then when I looked back she was gone. Wow lady, this Grant is really starting to suck, ain't it? Was a stream not far in front of me, so I got a cig lit, bad idea or not, then waited for them to come down the trail like they knew where they were going, or could be everyone used the streams to camp it. The ones they had tied hands behind their backs all got jerked off and pounded a little, then tied in a group as the rest got off their horses, a few collecting them to tie to a rope, a couple were stringing between a couple trees, then all no big deal making a camp. What the hell lady? Not anything was making sense to me, not anything, not why I was there or what they wanted me to do. The back in school was raging, but not to get out and fight, was to go fucking home. This shit sucked. Was 27 of the assholes and 11 of the ones they had tied up, so okay, I had done numbers like this solo back in school easy. They was all lame girls stepping up and with the wolves' help would be cake, but again I have to ask, why me? I knew if whoever had the power and tech to make the wormhole light in the cave and grant me the powers, they could have done this shit anytime they wanted, or yes, sent anyone they wanted, so why me and why take the powers when all this would have been cake with them and no one would have gotten killed or tore apart? Just all did not make sense to me and sure was not a test, so why me? I watched for another hour till all but 4 were asleep and the 4 watching their camp were not even watching out around them a little, so I slowly worked my way back to have a cig and think about what to do, and when I did, Tara and the dude were waiting for me. Wow, this does suck. I got the get down from the buff fucker almost laying down. Tara was just sitting there thumping her tail, all no big deal, so what the fuck, right? I get a cig lit, then try and ask why the fuck am I here and what I gotta do? Was an instant reply, and sure great, the fucker just pointed at their camp and did the cut across his neck, then held his hands up, then pointed to himself, then me, like saying, dude, we can't do this one, just the 2 of us, let's go back. Man, this sucked. So what the fuck, right? Was starting to really piss me off. Just right, they send me back to kill assholes. That was my granted gift, to go back in time and kill assholes. I got a zap pushing me to do it, just felt the strong urge to do it, so what the fuck, sure great, why not? I'm going to burn anyway, a few more assholes, why not? I got my pack off, then got another cig lit, blowing off the fucker, waving for me to stop smoking and standing in plain sight. Fuck him and that whoever wanted me doing this shit, they were getting it all out this time. They wanted me to let the back in school rage out to kill the assholes, they got it. I was getting pissed off royal, sure why not? They wanted it this time, they were getting it, no holding back. They wanted to see what I could do or test me. This was how a pissed off city boy did it, with no prison to worry about, and they was assholes, so what they got? I was going to use my chucks, then clicked, nope, not this time. I had to reach over and smacked the cowering fucker to make him look, then did the gimme my fucking tomahawks till he got his packs and bags off to untie them, then handed then over, deep cleansing breath, then just turned, got a good grip on both, then started sprinting back. I came out of the woods sprinting, same time I did the wolves appeared all around their camp going in, same time I did, none of us making a sound, and the first asshole never saw what sunk in the back of his head. I blacked out like I always did, then came to other side of their camp right by the stream, totally soaked and splattered with blood, felt so fucking good, had a few no big deal slashes from a couple who got lucky before I chopped one's arm off, then sunk the blade to the handle in the side of the other's temple, but just what lame fucking wannabe girls. Was head back to let one out, the rage fed the scream till I got it all out, the wolves all around me howling because we fucking owned again. Fuck me, let one out. Not one asshole was left alive this time, they was all very fucking bloody dead, hacked, chopped and tore apart. Not one wolf got hurt, and I only took the 2 lame slashes, one to my left thigh, the other my right shoulder, but just glazing wild slashes, and oh god, it felt so fucking good, I have to admit. Out of all the gang fights and riots I had ever been in back in school, I never killed anyone, so this shit was fucking with my head. Didn't make me puke this time or the last, just felt really good, and aw man, I was making a blood puddle. Shit, I need a smoke and a drink, and a shower, and a blowjob. I didn't give a fuck, just walked down into the stream, then laid down to float for a few. Wasn't that deep, and the wolves were all coming down to have a drink and splash around for a few, and yes, to make fuck sure I got left alone to do any fucking thing I wanted, because to them I was the top alpha dom badass shit, and they all knew it. I got total head down submission from every one of them that got near me. Not one would make eye contact with me till I said something to make them look, then give them some lovin'. When they came in close, bent in half to let me, yes, I think they all got I was the top shit and took out the most. I soaked for a few, not giving a fuck. Anything I had was wet, I didn't care, and anything I cared about was all gone or in the pack, so I soaked for a few more, then washed the tomahawks best I could, got my face and hair done best I could, then walked out to go see what was going on, and yes, make a coffee, then let the fuckers go. Then I have no idea. This sucks, lady. Tara was right there thumping her tail, waiting for me with my 2 buds and a trip when they all did the down low cowering when I walked up and out. Then wow, no chance, I walked right and dropped the hawks, knelt down, then pulled them all in for long hugs, nuzzles, and thank you for being with me, lovin'. Trust me, they all gave me back 10 times the loving I gave them. Got licked all over by 7 more coming in to say we love you boss, and then I look and wow, lady, maybe send a Indian therapist for the poor fucker shaking at me. Dude, stop it. Lady, screenshot then help him. Dude was just standing there shaking very badly, like really visibly shaking. Tara's showing all her blood red fangs at the fucker with all the rest covered with blood or dripping bloody water. Oh my god, this poor fucker was never going to volunteer for a mission ever again, ever. I gave my 2 boys head nuzzles, then got the tomahawks, and when I stood up the fucker fell back on his ass. Then I swear to God started doing the crab walking back up. Lady, screenshot this one. Wow dude, really? Dude crab walks back a few yards, then stops and just looks at me, then looks around at all the bloody tore up hacked chopped bodies, then back to me and the bloody wolves all smiling at him. Yes lady, send the therapist on me. Aw man, he ain't ever going to be the same as he. You did this lady, not me. I got a warm zap, then fuck it, got the hawks tucked in my trashed dripping wet vest and belt, then great soaked my cigs and light but cool. I had a couple packs left and a couple more lighters but not much coffee left, so this mission best end soon lady, I need a re-up. I left the dude alone to panic at me, then wow, forgot about the ones they had tied up, so fuck it, the dude had my pack and I wanted it, but every step towards him I took he crab walked back 3. Holy shit lady, he is going to need some long-term help. I have to stop and giggle, then do the can I have my pack fucker? I did the nano front from 10 feet away and the fucker flinched and shut his eyes, then felt me yanking my pack off. Dude did not fucking move or look at me. Oh god, what a sad buff warrior girl. I got my pack open to get another pack of smokes and a lighter, then got one lit and put them back in the pack because I was still soaked, and how a cig can taste so good is why we can't stop smoking them. Oh yes, much better, let's go check the ones tied up. I just drift towards the ones now. Oh god, wow, come on, just come on, they're all in a heap together, cowering more when they see me and the wolf pack coming to eat them. My 2 bestest buddies now were tail wagging bent in half right against me, following me. Tara right there with a dozen more coming or already. Suro undaying the camp. I just walk and then get a blade out, not fucking one moved anything, I swear, just all cowering till I got their wrists and ankles cut loose, then stepped back and they wouldn't move or look at me. Wow, come on lady. I gave up, they was free to run for their lives, and right had too many wolves all around me, them and the camp all covered with blood. Sure they're going to do any fucking thing right now, and I really give the fuck up. I walked back for my pack and the fucker was still down shaking. This sucked, I wanna go home, this sucked. I got my pack then, since they had a small fire going, ha was mine now, even had a small pile of sticks for me to feed the fire. Few packs on piles all around the camp area, not sure, don't care, they wasn't going to have any good drugs to loot, so why bother. Coffee break, and maybe a nap? I was sitting on a log close to the fire naked because everything I had one got wet and yucked out, so I got it all off, then hanging from a stick close-ish to the fire smoking a cig, when the buff girl kind of tiptoed in and just stood there shaking head down. Oh my god, come on. I had to yell hey to make him look, then wow, yeah, he looked and turned white again when he started to scan all the scares I had all over my body, then back up to look at me smiling at him, and then for the second time in my life I swear the fucker just started leaking puke out his mouth. I spat out a giggle because was like Toss's brother did same fucking thing, just turned white then started leaking puke out his mouth and just stood there looking at me, start not breathing at him. Lady, please send this one home. I can't do shit but not breath watching the puke leaking out his mouth and then ding a cool painful sounding retch as he leaned over to power vent the oats back out, making me not breathe more because the oats looked the same coming out as they did going in. I was smoking a cig, checking to see if my clothes were dry enough to put back on before the fucker stopped dry heaving, was now down hands and knees still wearing his packs and bags. I started with my undies, then my socks, get my trashed yucked out jeans on the left, my shirt and vest to dry all the way, then sit back down to have a break, and when I looked up a couple of the ones they had tied up were standing there shaking and looking down. Aw man, come on lady, I really give what the fuck to do, okay? I do the easy with my hands, then wave them in and they look at each other, then at the wolves all around us, then to the sucker just sitting back on his knees face down over his pack covered with puke and dirt, then back around at all the smiling at them wolves, back to me smiling at them. so? Achete ho nylon pantia hose, hi. Lady screenshot quick. Fuckers both shack their heads like checking to see if they're really awake and I saw those looks. I get my hands up like asking okay and right both start fast nodding yes. I do the cool deep breaths hands coming up my chest then slowly breathing it back down with my hands oh god sorry guys you're okay. So ha lady I don't need your grants to share my evil so one more okay? I have to do this shit okay it's a need or compulsion I've has since I was born so right I hold up one finger then shake it off and wow they all go blank watching me shake it off then did my best scary growl at them with a lame gay left hand swish a nanosecond later 36 wolves around us started to growl, okay lady send 3 therapists, wow, man. I give up okay gave them all a whatever lame backhand wave then sat down to wait for the laundry to get cooked yes ma'am what a grand full day this is.